Give yourself the motivation you need with a personal mission statement.
Yeah, we're joined now by a writer, author, and public speaker. It's Corey Poirier?
It is.
Or Poirier?
Poirier is the best I can do.
Corey, welcome. Again, Tina, Ruben, Christine's over there.
Yes, welcome to the show.
All right,
Thank you so much.
so your background, you have like 5-time TEDx speaker. Tell me some more.
So 5-time TEDx speaker, grew up in a small, tiny little town, raised by a single mother, barely graduated high school. Didn't know the difference between fiction and nonfiction when I graduated. Didn't read a book until age 27.
Wow.
That's my origin story.
Okay.
And today I help people share their message, speak on stages, actually write in books, like compilation books and stuff. So that's sort of my jam.
Okay, so you're helping us, there you are, write a mission statement. Why is it important for us to have a mission statement?
Well, I look at it like this. If you think about it, all great companies, or I'll even say most companies in general, but all great companies have a great mission statement.
Okay.
So I started realizing, I was in an office one day, I looked at the wall, they had this great mission statement. I'm like, I don't have a mission statement. And I thought, surely we must be important as great companies to ourselves, like we're the CEO of our own business life. And so I thought maybe we need a mission statement if we want to know where we're going, what we stand for,
right,
even to stay in the right direction. I will say I talk often about the importance of saying no. Most people say yes too often, based on my interviews with thousands of thought leaders. Yeah.
No.
No. No. And you think about it, thought leaders, if you try to get interviews with big names, it's always no first. It's rarely a yes. And so they say no more often. And the mission statement, which is great, is once you know what you stand for with the mission statement, it helps you figure out what a no and a yes is like that, without regret.
How do we start?
So I usually tell people to write down or think internally what is, I always say it's the GVP. So what, instead of MVP, what is your goal?
Okay.
Wait,
what is your...
Write this down, everybody. Write this
Yes,
down.
write this down.
GVP, G is goal.
Yeah, goal,
Okay.
or goals, could be either or. The second, for the V, is what's your values?
Values.
So what do you stand for?
Okay.
And then P is for purpose.
Oh, I like that.
Which I also call vitamin P. Taking vitamin P every day.
I like that.
But basically, by doing this, so I'll tell you my mission statement in a second, but it'll explain how I came up with it. But for example, as a speaker, my goal might have been to be an impactful speaker, a person that's changing lives.
Okay.
So that might have been my goal. My value might have been, or values might have been, I want to do it and be able to sleep at night. So I want to do it in the right way. I want to do it because I'm helping carry people up with me. And then the purpose could be that I want to create a positive ripple in people's lives.
Okay.
So once I figured out that, which I wrote down, then it became, how do I do that? And the how do I do that was basically by donating, by giving back, by motivating, by inspiring. And you can start to see what I'm building here is my mission statement is to be the guy that motivates, donates, educates, entertains, and inspires.
Here's his mission statement. We have it on the screen here. And to be the guy who donates, it's on Ms. 4, motivates, entertains, inspires. How long should it be? Should it be short, just maybe 10 words or so?
Yeah, like, don't quote me on this, but at last I heard, for example, I think Disney's is to have everyone, especially children, leave happy.
Oh, okay, just right to the point.
Right to the point.
Yeah.
And it could be, I mean, it could be when it starts. I say start. Done is better than perfect. So I would say start and then revise as you need. So it could start as I want to be an amazing parent.
Okay.
Okay.
Or in the world you're in, I want to share stories with my local community that make an impact.
Okay.
Yes.
So it can be as simple as that. So I always just say start writing.
Yeah.
But the GVP allows you to have some sort of format to it.
Uh-huh.
And it also sounds like giving back has been a big part of your success. You've been endorsed by folks from Les Brown, Lisa Nichols, John Gray, Tom Ziegler, the list goes on and on. For those folks who don't feel good about themselves or who are not confident or who have that motivation, what would be the #1 tip to really get them over that hump, would you say?
Well, there's two things there. One is find a passion. And I mean, that's probably a whole segment, how to find your passion. But find a passion is one thing. But I think the other thing is feeling good about yourself. I actually think, this is going to sound unique or strange maybe even, but what I do is I every day deposit into, for lack of a better way to say it, because it might sound cheesy, a positivity tank or bank. So I basically make deposits every day. So what does that look like? I go read inspirational quotes by maybe a late Zig Ziglar, or I go and talk to somebody and do an interview and I get inspired by them. So every day I'm depositing into that positive tank.
Yeah.
And then I try to withdraw as little as possible.
I got you.
So for me, I would say building it up, one of the ways to build it up is, and it sounds crazy because we hear the fake it till you make it, but truly it's about how can I deposit more positive things in my life. And I find once you start doing that, you start feeling better about yourself, you start gaining confidence. Again, it's a big question because the other side is finding passion in your life, which is there's a whole exercise for that would take longer than the
Good
segment.
stuff.
All right, really quick, we got to mention your book too. That's the latest one out. What's that one called?
It's called The Enlightened Passenger. And in the book, we talk about how to craft a mission statement, what we just talked about. We talk about the importance of saying no. We talk about the mayfly. I don't know if you don't want to know that before.
Okay.
The mayfly basically is a fly that I discovered through an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, only lives a small amount of time. And so I went and researched it. The female mayfly lives 3 to 5 minutes. Long enough to have another mayfly. And the male mayfly lives 24 hours. And it started getting me think that they live on purpose, the only 24 hours they have. So I started talking about what's your best day and how would you live on purpose, and let's make a list. And so that's what we can learn from the mayfly.
Okay, so that book's available. You can check out his website, CoreyPoirier.com, right?
That's one of them.
Corey. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And everybody start working on your mission statements. How do you want to live your life now? And also, how do you want to affect the world? All right, there you go. We'll be right back.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Awesome.